Man, I remember walking into Best Buy when I was like 16, 17, going to the store and just randomly buying CDs and stuff. And I always saw this album cover, and I just never got around to buying this album or listening to it. So here, many, many years, not too many now, but many years later, I want to listen to a track off of this album. I'm already familiar with the Red Hot Chili Peppers and their singles. I've heard their most popular stuff. I mean, who hasn't? And I actually have heard Stadium Arcadium. That's actually the first Red Hot Chili Peppers album that I owned and the only one I've bought. But I enjoyed it a lot, and so, yeah, let's just take a trip back. I want to listen to a track off of this album, and we're going to go with Breaking the Girl off of Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magik, which is also an incredible titled album, released 1991. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll talk about it after. I'm excited. Let's go. Chad comes in there, fading in up the drums. Great effect. Is there flute there in the back too? This constant barrage in the music. It doesn't stop. It's just continuous stream. I love that constant flute there in the back too. These harmonies are great. I want to sing this immediately. It just sounds so good. This is incredibly catchy. What a percussion break. That is cool. I love this track because it really does not stop. There's no break spaces or anything. Just continuous. It's constant elevations. That's fantastic. Man, what a great track that was. Okay, Breaking the Girl. There's so many things to dive into with this one, okay? But first of all, just structure-wise. I love how this thing is just a constant, like I said, barrage of rhythm and melody. It doesn't stop. There's no pauses, no breaks, no lulls. It's just continuous. It really is just a continuous river of music. And I really like that because, let's see where this, hold on. Where does this particular track end up on the album? This is the third track. So, not knowing anything about the first two tracks on the album, but this actually feels like a conclusion. This actually feels like it would end the album, to be honest. I'm surprised that it's only the third track on here. To me, that shows probably the strength of the previous two tracks, because this feels like a little bit of a break, I would say, music-wise. Anthony, I love his singing in here. I don't know how people feel about his singing in general, but I really enjoy his singing, and here he sounds great. That there's not an accent, but there's a certain way that he sings that he kind of swings his notes a little bit. Like he flicks his wrist, but his proverbial wrist in his throat. So he sings with a certain sharpness, like, please don't need... like that. You know, he's throwing it out there. Anyways, I really enjoy the way he does that because it adds into the swing and into the overall motion of the music. Chad on the drums. Not only just the overall drums and how he brings in the fills continuously, like I said, which adds to that continuous ramp up, but that little percussion break that happens about 3/4 of the way through, unexpected. There's something in the music that tells you, like, okay, if a change is going to happen, it's going to happen here. And while a change does happen, once again, it's not a break, it's not a pause. They just switch up the drum sound a little bit. And I like how it sounds more metallic and more industrial. You hear the cowbell and the sounds there, and I think that was really smart. Once again, not breaking the rhythm, not breaking the stride, but just adding a little bit of something in there. For Shante. Is that how you pronounce his name, by the way? I'm not John. Let's just say John. I really like his guitar playing. It's so beautiful, so melodic in the back there. And of course, Flea just rumbling, tumbling up with him down the bass fret. And then what I thought was flute. I should have known it's actually Mellotron being played. How wonderful is that? Played by Brendan O'Brien. And obviously I like the overall sound of the Mellotron in the back, just floating down there. But listen to the Mellotron melody in the, I guess, beginning, and listen to it in the ending. It kind of chops up a little bit more. Instead of just playing sustained notes, now it's like bum, 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 actually playing along with those notes. Which, by the way, I don't know anything about chord structure and such and scales, but if you listen to the chords in the music, the notes are constantly elevating, which just, listen, just goes 2 for 2, hand in fist, as to why this music sounds so climactic. Bum, 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 bum. Like, it just keeps on raising, and then slowly it kind of drops off, and then it repeats it over and over again. So, fantastic track. That was awesome. I am a man cut from the know. Rarely do friends come and then go. She was a girl, soft but estranged. We were the two, our lives rearranged. Feeling so good that day, feeling of love that day. Twisting and turning, your feelings are burning. You're breaking the girl, she meant you no harm. Think you're so clever, but now you must sever. You're breaking the girl, he loves no one else. Raised by my dad, girl of the day. He was my man, that was the way. She was the girl left alone, feeling the need to make me her home. I don't know what, when, or why the twilight of love had arrived. So obviously there's a breakup in this relationship that's happening, and I just really like that line where he says and admits, I don't know what, when, or why the twilight of love had arrived. Like the peak of their love. From that point, it was going to go downhill. I just like the uncertainty that he allows himself to feel at that point. And of course, it goes back into the twisting and turning. Your feelings are burning. You're breaking the girl. She meant you no harm. Think you're so clever, but now you must sever. You're breaking the girl. He loves no one else. So he feels hurt by her, and perhaps by her actions. We do have a Wikipedia page for this particular track. It says it was released as the 4th single from the album, and it refers to a turbulent relationship between Anthony Kiedis and his former girlfriend, Carmen Hawk, which I just gotta say, sounds like a really, really cool name. Carmen Hawk? That's awesome. The percussion instruments consisted of junkyard debris found by drummer Chad Smith. Huh, kind of like when Yes went to the junkyard for Relayer. and Gates of Deliverance. Anyways, let's see. Frusciante's main riff was inspired by Led Zeppelin's ballads, such as The Battle of Evermore and Friends. Da, da, da. And of course, it features the Mellotron using only the synth patch, which was absolutely wonderful. Anyways, amazing track. Let me know what you guys thought of it, though. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel and what I do over on Patreon. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening to me talk. Thank you for listening to the music. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.